PYT Sports, everybody. Ben Mankiewicz. I don't do a lot of stories about hockey because I don't care about it. Neither do you, unless you're from Long Island, Minnesota, Boston, or you're Canadian. This, however, a game between the Boston Bruins and the Montreal Canadiens, so it's featuring a lot of people who do care about hockey. And this is actually a totally fascinating story because the Montreal police have started an investigation, an assault investigation, as to whether a crime was committed when Zdeno Chara of the Boston Bruins put a hit on Max Pacioretty of the Canadiens in a game in Montreal. Perhaps you've seen the hit. Here it is again. We'll show it to you first in full speed, but it's on the replays where you get a real sense of the devastation of the hit. Here's what happened in the game. I think it's 4-0 in the second period. Canadiens on top of the Bruins when this first sort of starts to happen. And I don't know who has the ball at this point. I'm just kidding. So there it is. The hit was there at the top of the screen. Chara knocking down Pacioretty. You see Pacioretty on the ice. He's badly hurt. He's going to be okay, but it's a serious injury. And Chara's a big fella, and these guys have apparently had some history before. You're going to see the replay here momentarily. Again, the good news is Pacioretty is okay, but he has a concussion and he broke some vertebrae. A lot of issues here which I find fascinating, not the least of which is that the police are involved for a criminal investigation into a sport when there are violent hits on a regular basis. Can you imagine a police investigation in this country into a violent hit in football? Man, it's hard to imagine what that would be like. All right, so the stretcher comes out. They take him out. At some point here, we're going to get to the replay. The police say they're acting on a request by Quebec's Director of Criminal and Penal Prosecutions, which is remarkable. Again, police added after evidence collected to be determined if there are grounds for an investigation. There's the hit right there. There's a better replay coming, but you see his head goes in. Here we go. Look at this. He gives him a little forearm shiv, and then his head goes right into that stanchion. And here's what I don't quite, there are a couple things I don't understand. First of all, let me get some of the facts out of the way. Again, the Quebec Director of Criminal and Penal Prosecutions asked for the investigation. The NHL has said they are not going to punish Zdeno Chara. So there's not going to be any punishment. So police up in Canada, they're investigating whether a crime's been committed. The NHL's like, They waited a day to make that decision. Gary Bettman, the president of the NFL, the Supreme Allied Commander of the NHL, he was testifying before Congress to talk about how to get more kids to play hockey. Like there's a legitimate debate in this country about whether the president should involve himself in what's happening in Wisconsin. But Congress is entertaining the president of the NHL to try and get more kids to play hockey. That actually happened. How to get more kids to play hockey. It's a side point, but just bear that in mind. Your tax dollars at work. Should we maybe have a no-fly zone over Libya? Should we do something about Wisconsin? I don't know. It's not really our place. I'll tell you what, get that NHL guy up here and we'll see if we can't get some kids to lace on some skates. Okay, so anyway, now, a couple other fascinating things here about this. So here's what the coach, Jacques Martin of Montreal, and again, remember, Pacioretty plays for Montreal. Jacques Martin said that Pacioretty fractured the fourth cervical vertebrae, but it's not displaced. Still, broke the fourth cervical vertebrae and got the concussion. He'll remain in the hospital for further evaluations. No other prognosis for the time being. Obviously, he's out indefinitely. Again, he's okay. He's talking. The outcome of the hit on Pacioretty, awful and unfortunate, but the NHL said it had to result from the act and not whether there's a police investigation and not the extent of the injury, but the act itself and whether that in and of itself was legal. Now, Pacioretty, he's the guy who got hit, told TSN of Canada, upset and disgusted that the league didn't suspend Chara. Quote, this is from Pacioretty, I'm not mad for myself, I'm mad because if other players see a hit like that, think it's okay, they won't be suspended and other players will get hurt the way that I did. Pacioretty told TSN he thought Chara was intentionally trying to run him into the stanchion at the end of the bench. Quote, he was trying to guide my head into the turnbuckle. I love Canadians. There's no way an American athlete, even if those things existed in the sport they played, would use the words stanchion and turnbuckle. Trying to guide my head into the turnbuckle. We all know where the turnbuckle is. I don't know where the turnbuckle is. It wasn't a headshot like a lot of the headshots we see, but I do feel he targeted my head into the turnbuckle The guy said turnbuckle 3 times within about 8 seconds. That guy, not from the United States. Chara says, no intent to hurt, just a hockey play that developed. I know deep down I didn't do it intentionally. I said it before, that's not my style. I never try to hurt anybody. I play physically, I play hard. Not anything that I intended to do. The two teams play again on March 24th. That will be entertaining. I bet there's a fight in the game again. There's the, there's the replay again. So here's the deal. There's big debate in the NHL about what exactly, whether it's a legal hit or not. It seems to me that most of the people I'm hearing say no. He does seem to give him a little forearm shove. I called some hockey friends to explain what exactly the role that Chara had on that. I don't understand, because no one understands hockey unless you grew up playing it. It's impossible to frickin' learn as a grown-up. But nonetheless, it doesn't seem like it was necessarily that illegal a play. But let's leave that out, because I don't know. I don't really care. I care that the guy's all right. What is that frickin' stanchion/turnbuckle doing there? You're telling me that, like, we designed the atom bomb and we beat the Nazis and we rallied against the Japanese and won the Cold War and managed to go into Iraq and get out of there in like 6 months and give them all right, forget that part. But we did all these great things in this country, and we build skyscrapers, and we can't figure out how to design a hockey rink where there's no turnbuckle, where you can't shove a guy's head into it? Don't have a turnbuckle. Just have the glass go around. I'm not an electrical engineer. I can't skate. I can't ice skate with a girl to try and impress her so that she'll sleep with me. I can't do it. It won't happen. My legs get all wobbly and I fall down like a little girl. But I know that we ought to be able to develop a little ice rink that doesn't have that thing where you can slam a guy's head in and break his 4th vertebrae and give him a concussion. It can't be that complicated. There. That's my opinion on that. March 24th, those teams play again.